here, and it's time for an episode of Awful FanFiction. Today's story is called, and get ready for this,
it's a mouthful.
Rainbow Dash's brother, Harry Lightning Dash, a.k.a. Harry James Potter.
It's in all caps.
It's a crossover of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and Harry Potter. So, here's the summary.
My Little Goldblum, Friendship is... I can't see.
My Little Goldblum, Friendship is Malcolm.
Friendship is Malcolm.
As we all know, Harry lived with his mother's family.
Really?
I put him with one of the members of the Order of the Phoenix, who knows that James Potter was still because he lives with him because I am God.
Still because he lives with him. James Potter was very still, wasn't he?
Well, he's dead.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Added a little.
I just like to make Harry Rainbow Dash's brother because I feel like it. But I do not own My Little Pony or Harry Potter. I just want to write about when people feel down about themselves. What? So he wants to write about sad people?
Your reasoning for making him his brother is just because you're the writer. I mean, we can't really argue that, but whatever. Add story before Harry was in the School of Magic, Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Harry Dash Lightning was the older brother of a I was gonna say older brother of a younger brother, older brother of a younger filly. That makes is that a?
That's what like a
My Little Pony thing. The younger filly named Rainbow Dash, but
that's like a young horse.
Rainbow. I didn't know that, but Rainbow never saw her older brother because Albus Dumbledore took him from his real family.
Oh, really?
His father's name was Lightning Cloudblue, and his mother's name was Lily Cloud
Lily
Cloudstrife, like.
Cloudstrife?
Yeah,
Sora.
like lightning, cloud strife, blue, yellow, green, blue, orange. But Lily never got to her son's room in time to save him from the red male phoenix. What?
Did they make the phoenix a horse as well?
But his father was at work that time. But no one knew James Potter was alive with looking after Harry found out that his dad, James Potter, was alive, but in Scotland. So pretty much dead.
Yeah. Also, why'd they say his name again?
His dad, James Potter, was alive.
Whatever.
Nope. No one knew that James Potter was alive and looking after Harry found out that his dad...
James Potter.
Not James Potter. Like
someone
else. Yeah. But anyway, here's chapter 1.
Difficult.
So, 2 minutes into this, or 3 minutes or whatever, and we're only on chapter 1 right now. Yeah, 3 minutes almost exactly.
Alright, let's go.
As Harry James Potter was at the house where his mother died, but James put a spell on him before he died by Lord Voldemort, a.k.a. Tom Marvolo Riddle. That becomes very important in the second book.
Know, right?
Remember that? Like,
super.
What if J.K. Rowling did that? Like, spoiler alert for Harry Potter. Just overall.
Right.
Just like, just think about like what if J.K. Rowling did this?
All right. I'm listening.
Dumbledore had left the baby to the other people, but then it actually turned out that Lord Voldemort killed his parents, but Snape was the one that actually saved the day the whole time because he loved his mom.
Yeah, bro.
Chapter 1 of Harry Potter, like before Harry knew his parents' names, James Potter and Lily Evans in Potter. In Potter. Like that's in
mm-hmm.
In
It'd be
Potter.
Like if in chapter 1 they mention like the 7 Horcrux or whatever. The things that kill Voldemort.
Just like, yeah. But it was very lucky because Voldemort put a Horcrux in baby Harry.
Inside him, yeah.
Chapter 1. Like.
But Harry was living with one of the Order of the Phoenix members, but Harry asked his dad to take him to his old home, but James let him, so Harry and his dad
Harry hid his father.
And his dad was looking at the old...
From when Harry was
James
just a
Potter
baby.
And his dad.
James Potter and his dad. At the old house from when Harry was just a baby, but Harry asked his dad one thing on his mind.
Dad, how come you survived the attack that Lord Voldemort did to you and Mom?
But James just had a smile on his face and said back to the son, Harry, That is because Tom did not know I put a spell on myself, but I put on a play to make it look like he killed me. So no, he haven't at all, because I am still alive, but I knew Tom was going to kill us because he hated us very much because we are powerful in the wizards in the world. But son, I was only doing my best to save you and your mother's life, so I called up to her that he was right here so she could use a spell that would kill Tom, and that was what did to him. As Harry was looking at his dad in shock about Lord Voldemort, but James said to Harry, "Right, let's get you back to school, because I'm going to leave, have a nice long chat with Dumbledore, and maybe get a job at Hogwarts. For some years, I don't know yet to get we there, till we get there. Come on, son, let's get to a hotel before the train leaves for Hogwarts, okay?" Harry only nodded to him. He had no clue what his dad was talking about. His dad was having a stroke. So Harry and James got to a hotel just not too far away from the station where the train is, but James hasn't seen Hogwarts in a very long time.
Okay. Thanks.
I don't know. I think this is still chapter 1, but...
Yeah, it is. One of the 5-star hotels near King's Cross. One of them.
It was the right time now for Harry and James to get ready for the day.
Ready and ready.
Just after a nice cooked breakfast, other than the nice raw, like just slams a dead pig in front of him and says, "Eat your breakfast." Like,
your breakfast.
They actually cooked it for once.
Wet the plant from 9 3/4. Haha.
But on his way, 9 3/4.
That's what I'm gonna call it.
It's not 9 3/4. It's 9 3/4 in this one. But on his way, Harry meet up with Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. Both Ron and Hermione just stared at James Potter and said, "Ah, you two must be my son's best friend. You two must be my son's best friends, Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger."
You sound really weird. I don't know how to describe that.
It's a brogue.
Okay.
"It is very nice to meet you. And yes, my name is James Potter, and I am Harry's father."
How many times have they said his full name in this story?
Hermione had to ask the question in both Ron's and hers mind. "Mr. Potter..." He didn't say James.
Mr. Potter?
Oh, yeah.
"How do you survive Voldemort's attack? I know Dumbledore will be in a lot of shock to see you at Hogwarts."
That was almost a sentence.
James only smiled and nodded at Hermione. Just as Harry... Ron... I just read a...
What?
I just read ahead a little bit, and it's so weird.
I know. Just
as Harry, Ron, Hermione, and James got on the train, Harry heard Voldemort and said, "I will get you, Harry Potter, and when I do, you will die."
Really? That was all he had said. That's about it.
It might have just been a hallucination.
Yeah, but no.
As the train started to leave, Harry started to get a lot of old memories about his real family from another world full of ponies, but no humans.
No humans, Alex.
That's just then Harry swore he saw in his mind his mother and a younger pony with a rainbow mane and tail. Mane spelled like your main...
The main thing.
Overwatch character. By the time Harry memories were gone...
All of them.
All the Harry memories. The train
now he has the stroke.
The train had come to... The train had just come to a stop because it had just arrived at Hogwarts when all the students got off the train and into the school. The headmaster, Professor Dumbledore, was looking happy to see everyone enjoy a mice school holiday, but...
Mice? Ratatouille?
But what he did not, it sure was Harry with his dad, James Potter, and one of the best students Dumbledore had back then.
Sure.
But as James walked up to Dumbledore and said to him, "I am going to have a nice long talk with you, young lady."
"You, sir." But Dumbledore replied,
"Fine, come with me." Actually, I have to make a voice for that.
Go ahead.
"Fine, come with me. Mr. Potter, just follow me to my office. But Harry, Ron, and I have to go back to where your tower room is. But James Harris, the one that you really serious, myself would."
Tom waits.
I didn't pick up a word from that.
James was happy about that. After Harry, Ron, and Hermione got back to the Gryffindor Tower to get some rest before the first day back to Hogwarts, Harry was thinking about getting away from this world to the one where his sister is. But now Harry would have to find a book, one called New Life and New Hope, the Star Wars book. What would be in was the now time for everyone to go down to the Great Hall to see what the headmaster had to say again.
The headmaster.
Once again, the headmaster, the
Yeah.
master of the heads.
Exactly.
Once again,
Once
everyone
everyone-
was sat down at their table, Professor Dumbledore got up from the head table and
head
started
table?
saying. The headmaster got up from the head table and started saying,
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your week at Hogwarts.
"What?"
But we gotta guess.
But we got a guest today who will be teaching you defense against the dark arts. Please welcome an old student of mine here, Mr. James Potter.
So everyone just clapped for James, who just got up and stood next to Dumbledore and said,
Hello,
"Yeah, go ahead."
hello, everyone. Yes, I am father of Harry, but you lot will be getting a hard time in the defense against the dark arts with me because I'm good at it.
Oh, screw you.
Dumbledore said,
Thank you, Mr. Potter.
and Mr. Potter.
Well,
also,
drunk.
yeah.
We'll also be taking a room in Gryffindor Tower, so everyone please be nice to him. Please. No, you go and start class. I gotta go cry for a bit.
After everyone left the Great
McGonagall.
Okay. After everyone left the Great Hall, Harry said to Hermione and Ron to meet up later because he would like to ask Professor Dumbledore something. But just as Harry started to get to Dumbledore's office, a bright light went over him and then,
And then
blacked out.
blacked out.
Oh, the light did.
No, Dumbledore blacked out.
Oh, no, the office blacked out.
Dumbledore's so drunk he blacked out.
He probably did.
Before Harry blacked out, he knew that he went
Okay.
through a roof of some kind. but heard a familiar voice that said,
Sister, we need to get this pony to the hospital wing because he just came through the roof. He heard another.
another-
Okay, Luna. Guard, please take this pony to the hospital wing. I will tell Luna, I will tell Twilight and her friends to come over.
As a quick and positive okay after that was when Harry had blacked out.
"What?"
I don't really know. That was called Unexpected Surprises, by the way. Apparently.
With a Z.
Should we go on?
Yeah. One more chapter.
Chapter 2 is called Harry
Oh,
Wakes
wait,
Up.
this looks like a short chapter.
Yeah, it is.
We might actually be able to do 3. How many chapters are there? 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Harry finally comes home.
Okay, then we might just, let's do one more chapter, and then part 2 will just be the rest of the story.
Yeah, that'll do. We'll just read the whole thing. But as for, like, the other longer ones, like the stuff we started, I don't know. Should we finish those?
I have an announcement to make about that later.
Alright.
Let's keep reading.
At the end of the story.
Yeah.
At the end of part 2.
Chapter 2, Rainbow's Point of View.
Indeed.
The stallion that appeared out of nowhere was apparently my brother. If the blood tests were anything to go by.
Bye. Good story, guys.
Thank you guys for reading or listening to my story. I
Your
actually wrote
story?
it. Yeah, my name is LB Star. You see stories about Harry being just kidding.
LeBron James?
LeBron Star.
Oh, sorry, LeBron Brames, if I'm right.
LeBron Boop Star. Which they probably are seeing as they just got the magical and scientific one back about an hour ago. The
Oh,
magical
Rainbow Dash is stupid.
the magical blood test.
Jeez.
He had a messy rainbow mane that gradually got darker as it faded to black, like my dad.
Or is it our dad? Or is it?
He
This
had a
is-
messy rainbow mane that gradually got darker
Character
until it faded to
development.
black, like my dad.
Or is it our dad? Or is it, Alex? Is it?
Accidental racism. Never mind. He was cyan.
Oh.
A lightning bolt scar in his
So
forehead.
he's not your dad.
His cutie makeup. His cutie make was a sword and shield.
Cutie mark.
His
Was a
cutie
s-
make. I'm calling it the cutie make.
Yeah, the cutie makes
With a
funnier.
6-pointed star. He's
But it was rainbow colored.
with a 6-pointed star. He's Jewish.
Excuse me?
He woke up and groaned.
Hey,
Hey, are you alright? I asked as he looked around. Yeah, just a little thirst.
He replied, looking just a little thirsty.
I nodded and went to talk to a nurse and tell them that my brother was Jewish.
God, that sounds so weird, even in my head.
No, it's actually Yahweh that sounds so weird even in my head.
Come on.
I walked back into the room a few minutes later with some water that one of the nurses gave me for Harry. He took the water and said a faint thank you in reply. He seems a little timid around me, but it may just because he doesn't know me and he is shy. But that can't be right according to doctor's report. He has a lot of scars, and I mean a lot.
Including one in his forehead. I'm Rainbow Dash. But you
can just call me Rainbow.
No,
I
thank
said,
you.
trying to break the ice. It seemed to work, but not much.
That was you. You took my lines, Alex.
Valerie
Hudson.
Hudson. Nice to meet you, Rainbow Dash. Actually, it was Harry Potter.
Why don't
but-
you tell me about yourself, Harry? From the blood reports, the doctor had to go to get you some for the amount that you lost from your rough landing you had. We are brother
was bleeding
and sister.
to death.
He totally was.
He flew up
I
out
thought
of
he thought he-
Hogwarts
yeah, but
and scratched on the ground and started
I
bleeding.
thought he was just a little thirst.
He was a little thirst. Turns out a
I
little
said-
thirst means dying.
He looked shocked before nodding and saying,
Only if you tell me about yourself.
"Deal."
I replied,
replied,
excited. He started.
Yeah.
We started hanging out every day.
Wow, cool.
We had an eating contest at a cafe.
No, we don't speak of
He
that.
started his tale of how his parents, or rather his mother, got murdered when he was young, and ending his long story with how he ended up here.
Wow, you have been through a lot, Harry, and that does explain all the scars that your doctor found in you. My story isn't quite so exciting, but it's not bad.
I started to tell my story to him, and I told him about the main six,
As we
as we were called, about all of our small adventures.
And about others.
In the end, we thought that the other led the most exciting life. We laughed and joked about our most embarrassing moments. Harry's most embarrassing moment was when he
flew through the
almost
roof?
bled to death.
When he flew through the roof?
My most embarrassing moment was when I found out my brother was Jewish.
Oh dear. Alex? No.
Rainbow is a harsh
I have a
anti-Semite.
confession to make. I'm Jewish. No.
No, I'm not an anti-Semite. Rainbow is a harsh anti-Semite.
Jeez.
We laughed and joked about our
We
most
don't mean any
embarrassing
hate
moment.
toward either fandom before we get shot. Okay? Do you mean
Just like all of a sudden we just hear
FBI bust down our door?
the federal brony investigation.
Brony investigation. Jeez.
Or whatever.
Friendship brony investigation.
Yeah. Cried about over
don't mean any
sad
hate.
moments in our lives. We hugged and laughed just like siblings are supposed to.
All in all, it was a good first day having a brother.
Me and Christian are hugging and laughing just like siblings are supposed
Yeah.
to. All in all, it was a good first day having a brother.
Uh-huh.
And that's where we're going to stop for now.
I think I just died.
So now I have a couple announcements to make, both regarding our awful fanfiction series. Obviously, we're not stopping doing awful fanfiction because
Good.
this is an awful fanfiction.
Good.
So we're doing it. However,
Oh, this is the finale.
the awful fanfiction boyfriend one,
Yeah.
we're gonna keep doing.
Yeah. Well,
We just
probably just one more, actually. It
We-
gets cut off after that. It's really weird.
Well, we have one more part then to do with that probably.
Yeah.
However, this will come as a bad thing for some people. We're not gonna keep doing Garfield Galaxy. And it's not because it's not funny, because believe me, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's just it's just a bit inappropriate
Mhm.
for.
Also, we know it's a troll as well.
It's
It's a
two-
troll.
two
It's
reasons.
pretty
One,
much confirmed.
it's trust me, it'd just be an uncomfortable thing to sit through once you get to like the end of chapter 2. We did
Yeah.
go through it, and two, it's obviously a troll, and to me, when you can tell that something is like trying to be funny, it's not as funny.
Yeah.
So we're not going to continue with that one. However, we will be getting Eric for the awful boyfriend one
We should.
to make up for the Garfield Galaxy one.
And we got a few.
Hopefully,
saved.
we could get him for the last 3 chapters of this, because I think that he would enjoy it.
Yeah, be good.
Anyway, that's where we're gonna end today's episode.
On our quest to make every single fandom mad.
Yep. So this has been the Alexo channel. This has been me and
A story.
me and Christian. Reading you some stories.
And we
And
live.
Thank you.
And we
for
make
watching.
random pop culture references.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Tears for Fears.
Oingo Boingo, Talk Talk.
Con Air. What else can we reference here?
You know what we can reference?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
My little pony,